last year of 2023 will go out with a bang. Today I'll be talking about this year of sports and concerts and other things that it's been this year for 2023. So we've got in the news, Australia versus Pakistan. We beat them in 2-game sets in the Pakistan. We've got the Sydney Test for David Warner's last for the game for his retirement. It's going to be very sad to see David Warner to farewell. Hopefully he gets a game or something before he farewell at his home ground where he first started at the SCG. In the news, on the front of the newspaper, we've got this. On the front of the newspaper. And there is other articles like people getting married, and there's a page where it says all the events like for the New Year's Eve. You can find them in today's newspaper. That tells you information about where you can see fireworks for tonight. And we have the United Cup at RS Arena. That's still going as well. But we've got the news of the cricket as well for Australia against Pakistan. And we have the Mighty Scorchers. Just won over against the Renegades at Optus Stadium before the New Year. And we have the highlights of the AFL. My best highlights for this year for the AFL is when we won against the West Coast Eagles twice in the Derby. We beat Geelong in Geelong. Wasn't going to happen, but we beat them in Geelong. And we beat Melbourne in Melbourne. Luke Jackson's first time against his former club. He kicked a goal in the second quarter against his former club that he didn't got a premiership with the Melbourne whatever it is. And then we didn't beat Port Adelaide, but we didn't make finals for the second and third time against Longmire. We should hopefully have a good year next year with the comings of Jeremy Sharp from Gold Coast Suns. Hopefully he'll be teamed up with Will Brody and his other mates that he played with Gold Coast at the time. And hopefully we can stay fit and healthy for next year. It's looking really, really strong for us next year. It's our 30-year anniversary since we've actually exist in the club in the AFL in 1994. We haven't won a premiership, but we were very close to winning at least 2. Back in 2013 against Hawthorn, but we didn't kick straight. And then 2015 we were undefeated and we were on the top of the ladder, and we made finals, and then we lost against Hawthorn, and then Hawthorn played West Coast Eagles in the grand final and won it, and then Hawthorn won the three-peat, and now Longmire made us to a final in 2022. We lost against Collingwood in the prelim. That was the last game for David Mundy because that was his last final farewell game at the MCG that he's ever played here at MCG. It was very sad because I cried. I couldn't stop crying because I look up to him as my legend player that we've ever had since we had Pavlich in the club. But still, Pavlich is my second player. But Mundy, hands down, he is the greatest player we've ever had in Fremantle colours. He's never missed any games or any milestone games He's always a team leader. He shows everything to all the young players, and he gets us going really, really well when he has all our fans backing him up for every game. Doesn't matter if it's home or away, and we're watching on TV, we're always yelling and going for Freo. And hopefully next year will be a bloody good year of us next year. Hopefully we'll start with the season real good with some wins next year. And on the fact of that, I hope everyone's enjoying the New Year's Eve on today. I know it's going to be 29 degrees. It's not going to be as hot as what it was last year. I'm going to the next Scorchers game on the 3rd of January against Adelaide Strikers. Hopefully we can win that one, hopefully, because Adelaide are playing against the Stars now on 7 May. Adelaide are actually batting against the Stars, so the Stars are bowling, and Adelaide are now 1 for 72 on the scoreboard. Darcy Short was out now, so Lynn is into play, and now they've just got a 4 now, so keep it up. And and we didn't get any results for the last night's game against Melbourne Stars and the Sydney Thunder because it rained a lot apparently last night, and it wasn't on TV. It was on KO Sports. I couldn't watch it, but apparently it didn't come out that great because of the weather and the grass as well. It wasn't good for the bowlers or the bats for them to continue their game and their performance, and it was wet, and so they demanded that they had to cancel the game. And now we're looking up to this game tonight against the Adelaide and the Melbourne Stars, and after this game Adelaide will be flying to Perth before Wednesday against the reigning champions, back-to-back, the Scorchers at home. Hopefully a full house, hopefully. And let's hopefully get a win because there's not many games left. There's only 3 more games at home. We need to make this possible to make our boys to bring the chocolates home, the trophy back, and win that first time ever in BBL history to go for a 3-peat in BBL history. No other club has never done that before in BBL history to go for a 3-peat. And the other news is, the sad news is, I want to talk about that people that we've lost, including death or suicide. We've lost Colin, from the guitarist from AC/DC. We lost him on the 16th of December 2023. We lost Matthew Perry from if we all know as Friends. He played a good role. He died on the 28th of October of this year. And the one and only, we lost the guy that if anyone knows any kids movies like Shrek or anyone like that, Steve Carell, he did the sound check for the All Smooth. He died this year on the 4th of September 2023. And we lost Bob Barker on the 26th of August 2023. We lost the one and only Tina Turner. That was very hard for everyone because everyone looked up to her as an idol. She died of really age, and she's a singer, and we all know the song Simply the Best with Jimmy Barnes. She died on the 24th of May 2023. We lost a very, very personal for me, Jock. He had a wife and 2 kids of himself. He was the judge of MasterChef for the last 3 seasons with Mel and Andy was one of his best co-workers on the show, and they both worked together as co-workers on that show. And we lost the one and only Lisa Mark Presley. We're known as the daughter of Elvis Presley that sings House Rock. We lost her on the 12th of January 2023. And I'd like to shout out to my mate CJ. I've had the best year of 2023 for us two. We've had so many good times, sad memories together as good friends. I'm more proud to known as my brother to me. We've done everything together. We've done some crazy things this year. Going to the Simpsons rave at the courts. We've dressed up as Homer Simpson and Bart Simpson this year. We've gone to Kiss together. We've gone to Geist Bastion together. We've gone to the Scorchers. We support any other team in WA team as well too. He's recently moved into his own house before Christmas, and I'm so proud of him and his family. And I'm hoping everything comes his own way for next year. He was struggling this year because of losing his pop, and it's not the same without him. But he needs to get used to it that everyone dies all the time. Doesn't matter. I will support him no matter what. His family is amazing. They need some happiness for next year. I wasn't happy about Port Adelaide to lose in the finals. Hopefully they can rebuild their team as well as us. But we're chasing for our first flag next year, so I'm hoping next year's our year. And hopefully we can win some more derbies next year and some more games at home. And hopefully we can get some good players that can play big milestone games as well as next year. And let's bring on 2024. Thank you.